Hello, everyone. My name is Casey Treasure. I am a junior at Rider University, and so I'm super familiar with the topic that we're going to discuss on today. Eh, But before we get into the topic, of course, I would like us to reflect a bit. Do you remember growing up how we all had this picture of what the world was and what it could be? And we all described our dream of what the world could be with this metaphor: rainbows and sunshine. We wanted it to be all rainbows and sunshine growing up. But even though we all use the same metaphor, for each of us, it meant something different. For some of us, um, I want my rainbow to be three colors because those are my three favorite colors. Somebody else, I want it to be all the colors because I just love diversity. Someone else, I want the sun to rise on the left side. Someone else, I want it to rise on the right side. And so we all had these different perceptions of how we thought what would make the world beautiful. And for some people, this rainbow and sunshine is 100% free education for everyone, not just some people, for everyone. And so today we'll talk about that topic a little bit, but first, some background. So, education is necessary, especially today, for success. However, it is really, really expensive, like a pretty penny. It's a lot. Um, and the College Board has stated that private schools pay approximately 37,000 per year. Can you believe it? And then public schools, so I can believe it because I'm a college student. And public schools pay, they're about 10,000 per year. And so we can see that this is a lot of money for something that we kind of need in a way for success. Um, and you would think because it's so needed and because it's so expensive that we would have rights, right? We would have some rights. Luckily, we do. There is a fundamental right to education. According to the United Nations Universal Declaration of Human Rights, it is a right. And so access to education gives people opportunity to gain skills and knowledge on various topics, on politics, healthcare, engineering, things that are needed so much in this society, things that are in demand. And people cannot get it because of a lack of money to even go forward in education to get these degrees or credentials they need to go into these workforces. And so giving people the opportunity to go to school for free will provide an equal playing field for everyone to, pursue their dreams and have a chance at success. And it's great because that's not the only reason. Free college education can also reduce income inequality, something the world, I wouldn't just say the United States, but the world has struggled with for so long. And it's this separation between the poor and the rich, and the saying, the rich stay rich and the poor stay poor or get poorer, and the rich get richer. And this is the cycle begins with education, because with poor people, they can't afford education to go into positions that pay more. And so there's always this inequality because rich people can afford this education and they can go into these fields, and then not everyone is rich. And so there's a demand for people in this field because there's so many people who could have worked hard, who could have been qualified, but because of a lack of money, they were not able to pursue such education. Um, and the the salaries difference is a major thing. Once again, income, the salary difference is a major thing um, yearly. Even when you check it, it shows that poor people earn a lot less, once again, because these positions vary so broadly. Um, and this inequality doesn't just impact individuals, but it has an impact on society. Remember what I said before about this um, broad difference between income. So it doesn't just affect individuals, it affects society, it affects the economy, it affects everything that has to do with everywhere, the world in general, because um, the stronger the economy and the stronger the productive workforce, which would include more people going to be a part of this productive workforce, the skill gap, the lack of, once again, workers that are in need, like healthcare workers, not being knowledgeable of um, politics and how to be active in politics as well. Not having this knowledge kind of puts this broad separation between people. And so some people might say it's not the government's responsibility to provide this 100% free educational funding. However, well, their reasoning behind it, I want to mention that as well. Their reasoning behind it is because, they think it's a taxpayer's money, or they just don't think it's a government's responsibility. But contrary to their belief, um, we actually don't need to use taxpayers' money. Based on research, I've gathered that through decrease spending on social programs and greater tax income can be used towards making education free. And so using these tactics can help to provide this free education for everyone. And so in conclusion, college education should be 100% free because it is necessary to create an equal and just society. And if we can't be granted that dream world, that fictional dream world that we want, then we should grant those the real world that can be created through just efforts by the government, because it is possible. Thank you.